Okay, I was thinking while I'm eating my meal here, I can talk about things that go through my mind. First of all, I'm not gonna put, like usual, the intro in it and the end and everything, because otherwise I might not upload it because it's work. I don't want to do that right now. Okay, so if you've been following me, you know I have a pituitary gland tumor in my head. The pituitary gland it's not the brain, it's not a brain tumor, but you have the brain. Here's the hypothalamus, that's still the brain, and then there it's like hanging down, looks like a ball sack, it's like dangling there. That's a pituitary gland. It should be less than 4 millimeters. Mine is, I don't remember, something like 11 times 16 times 10 or something like that, so it's too big. If it's more than 10, it's called a macronoma. So I'm having problems, yes. The pituitary gland is also called the master gland. It makes almost all the hormones. Not all, some hormones are also made in the hypothalamus, but it regulates all the hormones. So it messes up all your hormones, aka it messes up your entire body. Yes, my body is so fucked up. And since when do I have that? I don't know. On December 15th, I think, 2020, I got an MRI of my brain. December 23rd, my neurologist called me and told me I have an enlarged pituitary gland. Then what the fuck is this, right? Did tons of research, went to an endocrinologist, blood tests, all that. No, I don't have a prolactinoma. They don't really know what exactly it is. A prolactinoma is when the pituitary gland makes too much prolactin. It does, mine does. My prolactin is higher than it should be, but it's not that high. Not very high at all. It's like 85 or something, and other people are like in the 500s or in the thousands. So sure, not a prolactinoma. I have low estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. I don't remember the numbers, just testosterone. I remember a woman should have between 8 and 38, I think, or 35. I have 4. So I have less than the absolute minimum. Yes, testosterone is not as important in women than it is in men, but it's still important, and I think that's a reason why I can't put on muscle mass. I'm skinny. Oh. Yes, I always eat with my hands, except I'm in a restaurant. So yeah, I have problems, severe problems for like 10 years. Not that I'm like bedridden for 10 years, but really crazy IBS attacks. But also, I also have other issues, right? I have EBV, so I got chronic mono like 3 times. I'm gluten intolerant, IBS, CFS, chronic fatigue syndrome. What else? Yeah, so it's always, but everything's connected, right? So maybe I have this enlarged gland or tumor very early on, since I'm a kid, and it just grew and grew and grew and gave me more and more problems. Now it's really bad. Right now not, but It also presses on my eye nerves. So I really need to get it out, otherwise I get blind. I have excruciating migraines. Of course, so the pituitary gland is basically in the middle of your skull. It's like here in the middle. And I get these migraines when I lay flat. It gets worse and worse. So I basically have to sleep like this. And I can't really sleep like that. It sucks. My neck hurts sometimes so bad. My jaw. My spine. My spine could also hurt. Maybe the EBV is active again, because the EBV, Epstein-Barr virus, lives in the bone marrow. So the spine is hurting a lot. Anyways, my surgery is scheduled. I did a lot of unconventional things. You can I have other videos where I talk about this with RSO and poly-MDA and all my supplements and whatever. I'm sure that wasn't for nothing. Nothing is for nothing. Maybe it prevented it from growing even more, or maybe it even shrunk it a little bit, but it's just, I don't have enough time. It needs to come out now. I suffer way too much. The worst, I have these attacks where my throat closes up. Imagine an IBS cramp, or like period cramp, or just cramping up, but here. So it's like cramping up, release, cramping up, and here. That's fucking scary. And then it also went down. Suddenly it was in my chest, and then down in my solar plexus. So this is the vagus nerve that combines, no, how do you say it? I forgot the word. The gut to the brain connects. It connects the gut to the brain. So the vagus nerve is very important also for swallowing, breathing, all that. I have problems swallowing. Sometimes I can't even swallow water. And this cramping up with the vagus nerve, that is so bad. I went to the hospital twice, but never went in. I ended up in the ER multiple times years ago, but I kind of learned how to deal with it, because they can never help me in the ER anyways. So, those 2 times I went we went to the parking lot and just sat there because I wanted to be near, just in case, because it's fucking scary here. Yeah, of course I have anxiety, panic attacks, so problems with breathing is for me common. Actually, that got supplements helped a lot, but anyways, so I don't even know if anyone's gonna listen to that whole video or watch it or whatever. And honestly, I do that much more for me. It's like therapy for me. It helps me. And well, maybe it helps other people. But so my surgery is scheduled very soon. I'm gonna go down to the Bay Area, UCSF, University of San Francisco, University California, San Francisco, probably that. Dr. Agi there, or Aji, I don't know how to pronounce it. He's a specialist. I had him over Zoom, and I googled him. He's really specialist. That's all he does, pituitary gland. He also has his own research group. He travels around, and so I feel very confident in him. And it's something, look, you always got to think about. For me, of course, I'm super nervous about surgery, and luckily they will go up my nose. They don't have to crack open my head or shave my hair or whatever. By the way, yes, shaving my hair wouldn't be very nice for me. I love my hair. I'm very vain with my hair, and I like it that long. I actually want it longer, but it doesn't grow anymore. So Yeah, I'm outside here and there are people walking by. Where was I? They will go up my nose. Super happy about that. Because cracking up the skull, hell no. But still, it should take about 2 or 3 hours, the surgery. And they have to, of course, break through the nose barrier. And then they will just take the tumor out. And if the tumor is very spread out, the entire pituitary gland could come out. Don't worry, you can live without it. But your body is fucked up as hell. Because hormones. Hormones are important for everyone, but if you're a woman, a girl, especially for women, you guys know what I'm talking about with hormone problems. Yeah, I also sometimes I feel like I'm going through menopause. Not that I ever really know what how menopause feels, because I'm still too young for that. But anyways. So, well, yeah, what I actually want to say. You need to think about, of course, for me, it's very scary. I'm very nervous. Surgery, I'm going to be under. Of course, it's I'm going to be full under. And they're going to go through my nose. I mean, it's very close to my brain. Also, especially, I feel like if it's something in your arm, in your leg, that's one thing. But organs, or like the pituitary gland, and it's like really there by the brain, or like your heart or your back, that's just, holy shit, that's just so much more delicate. It's like, but of course I'm scared, nervous and all that, because I don't do that every day. It's just hopefully a one-time thing. I mean, I had surgery before, my eye, but I was 5 years old. Of course, I don't remember. But Dr. Agi, he does that, I don't know, but I think they do surgery Tuesday and Fridays. So twice a week, and maybe they do even 2 a day or something. So he does that all the time. So sometimes we have to think about something that is very scary for us, but it's normal for someone else, like for the neurosurgeon. He does that all the time. He's done that already hundreds of times, thousands, I don't know. So that's kind of less scary. And also the success rate is very, very high. And it's something actually very common. That actually every 5th person has like an enlarged pituitary gland, or like something there. But of course not every 5th person needs surgery. But it's nothing really like high risk or whatever. So, yeah. I took a bite that's too big. Now I'm just chewing, and you can watch me chew, because I decided this video is gonna be raw. I'm not gonna edit it, I'm not gonna cut it, no, just upload it, done. People can watch it or not, or whatever. So, where was I? Yeah, surgery. I thought there was something else I wanted to say. Yes, actually for me, the hard part will start after surgery. I mean, during surgery, I'm gonna be under in fantasy land somewhere, chasing ribeyes and whatever, and bones, and I don't know. But after surgery, maybe I still have some of the pituitary gland left, what I really hope. Then of course, well, then first recovery and stuff, and then I have to get blood tests again to see how much hormones my pituitary gland is still producing, which ones and how much, and how it should be. And then the hard work begins to figure out how to get to my perfect numbers. And first I want to do everything I can naturally, but then let's say I'm here, I need to get here, I go to Dr. Esslinger here and other people I know that help me naturally. Maybe I get up here, but then that last thing, I'm gonna I probably have to be on hormone therapy, hormone replacement therapy for the rest of my life. So taking hormones, or HGH, human growth hormone. Here I can actually okay, I usually, yeah, who am I? I see myself as athlete performer. Not now, of course. So I usually train a lot. 5-6 days a week, 2-3 times a day. Depends. All kinds of shit. Pole fitness, aerial silks, country swing dancing. What else? Weightlifting, of course, martial arts, weapons. So like kickboxing, self-defense. I love weapons, and whatever I can get my hands on and I don't really have to pay much or so, I'll do. So honestly, I think it would be really cool if I would need HGH, human growth hormone, to get my hormones to where they should be again. Because HGH is also, well, it's very important actually for your body, and you produce it yourself. But HGH is also used in the bodybuilding world, of course, way too much, and for getting more ripped. It helps for that. And I was always so proud. I was always natural. I never took any, well, I took some creatine maybe or something, but I never choosing like steroids or pre-steroids or HGH. Like basically, when you take HGH, you can't do a natural bodybuilding show anymore. I don't want to do bodybuilding shows anymore, but just to say that. So I never took anything like that. And I don't want to if I don't have to. But hey, if I have to take HGH anyways for my hormones, well, just a little bit, of course, not like the bodybuilders do, just really just that much that I need, then, and maybe it will help me even to get more shredded, to get more ripped. Hey, that would be so awesome. So actually, honestly, I really hope I need HGH. That would be so cool. I so want that. But again, if I don't need it, I'm not gonna take it. So we'll see. But yeah. So there's something else I'm actually very very concerned about, or that scares me, or I don't know how you want to say it. Yeah, I totally overdid the meat. It's still good, but I just love watching meat on the grill or the flames. Then I always overdid it. It's so stupid. I like my meat inside still raw, so why don't I just done? Anyways, what concerns me? So, as I mentioned, I have a lot of issues, problems. But there are the issues I talked about. It's kind of stupid, people walking by and they look at me, who the fuck are you talking to? To myself, to this little thing here. Who cares? So the problems I was talking about so far are like more like physical problems, as like the migraines. Of course, I so hope they're gonna stop, or the neck pain, the the attacks, the anxiety. Yeah, that would be so cool if all that stuff stops. But then I have other issues, and I don't know if that has anything to do with the pituitary gland. So here I have to say, some people think I'm borderline Asperger's. I've never been diagnosed with it. Other people think, nah, I'm not. Me, myself, I don't know. Honestly, when I did research, first I was like, what the fuck is Asperger's? No, I don't have that. Autistic? No, I don't have autism. Look at me. But then when I actually did research on it, so many things started to make sense. So many things. The same happened actually with the pituitary gland tumor. When I started doing research about that, so many things made sense again. You know what? Here I have to say really quickly, I'm actually so glad that MRI came back at normal. Because, as I mentioned, I've been suffering for years. And we've been always just treating the symptoms. And now, finally, we can treat the cause. It's always the worst when you don't know. So I was actually super, of course I was also shocked. I remember when the neurologist called, I was like, I did this and this on my leg. So I was like this. So that's also called stimming. So it's actually really, really autism-like, as a Asperger autism. But I took it so much better than, if he would have told me that like a year ago, I would have freaked out. Yeah, there's a funny story. Man, I jump all over, but that's me. Whatever. I have a funny story. Not funny story, but to compare, for a comparison, when I got a year ago or so, I don't know, I got a call from the lady from my neurologist, the lady there, and well, to call her back because I didn't pick it up, and I was freaking out because if a doctor calls you, or like their assistant or whatever, something is wrong, right? I was freaking out. I could barely pick up. No, I remember she was, yeah, Paul called her, so, and she was on the phone. I was like, no, I can't. I had a panic attack. I was like, no, I can't. This is also something I do. No, I can't. I'm going crazy. So like, I was freaking out. And then finally, I was, okay, I'm gonna call. I called, okay. And she just wanted to know if there's iron in my supplements. I was freaking out. Well, to call her back, and then yeah, it was about iron. I was like, oh, okay, all for nothing. But when the neurologist called me and told me I have a fucking tumor in my head, I was much calmer. Anyways, it's getting windy. I hope you can still hear me, because I know sometimes with wind it's hard to hear. But since I have a new phone, I think it's better. Back to autism, Asperger's. No, if I have Asperger's, not the one where you super genius, have a high IQ, and you are really good at math. I suck at math. I do love numbers though, and charts and stuff, but I suck at math. And my dad is a math teacher, college math teacher. Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna hear dogs. One dog. Norman! Well, he has to defend his home. There's a fence, but dogs. Why isn't, no, there's a lady with her dog. Why isn't she just keep walking? There's a lady with her dog. Why isn't she just keep walking? 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 Why No, she's like now they're sitting, and I'm just gonna continue now. Okay, so I don't know how you want to say tics, or like I have really weird things. For example, I always have to be on your right side. I can't be on your left side. Like when we walk, I change, or sitting, or my smell sense is so fucking sensitive. I have it's not fun when you're so sensitive. Like I don't like smells at all. Like because everything is too harsh, and then there are smells I freak out. I just can't handle, especially where I live, as I'm in my house. For example, when I used to go to the movie theater, oh, it smells like popcorn. Oh, it smells good. At home, I freak out. And there are certain smells really I can't handle. I remember one time, it was cold, it was dark, it was night. I went outside to sleep on the lawn chair outside with like a down jacket and stuff because it smelled in the house. I couldn't. And I was throwing stuff around in the kitchen. And it's funny, even before, that was years ago, I didn't even know about my tumor. I explained it like, look, I don't want to be a bitch or an asshole. It's just that smell does something to me. It's not just, oh, it smells bad and I'm gonna just overreact. No, I explained. I really said it does something to my brain. And I didn't know about the tumor then. It's really like affecting my brain. That's how I described it. It really does. It's really, anyways, this is something. Then same with certain noises. Or when I watch a movie with Paul next to me, of course on my left side, I have to shield. A lot of times I put my leg up with the blanket on top, so I don't see when he moves his fingers, or like this. Oh, I hate that. Something fell down. I hate that noise. Or like just seeing the fingers move or feet. No, so I can't see that. Yeah, there are lots of weird tics I have. And try to think. Also, it's actually typical Asperger. When I explain something, I explain it like in 2 different or 3 different ways. I always repeat myself, but in a different way. And I have to, or I have to finish. When I talk about something, it's like, oh yeah, I got it. And no, I need to finish. You need to let me talk it out. I need to finish, otherwise I go crazy. Man, I almost choked on meat. Usually with meat, I don't have any problems swallowing. It's supplements or even water sometimes, I don't know. So again, I don't know about the Asperger's, if I have that or not, borderline or whatever. But, so, for example, the smell, that I'm so sensitive of smells. And yes, even before the big C started, I had my bandana and I put it over my nose in certain places because I couldn't handle the smell. Now, when I do it now, because I don't wear any mask or something here, we don't have to anymore. We don't have to anymore if you're back, if you have the V. I don't have it, of course, and I never will, but they don't check, so I don't walk around with masks or bandanas, but I do because of the smell. So when I wear it, it's because of the sun or the smell that I can't handle. And I was at the a store, natural grocers, and it's the smell there, I think it's like hippie smell, like all those oils or whatever. I can't stand it, so I put my mask over. No one looks at me weird anymore. But so let's take, for example, the smell. Maybe when I get my tumor out, it helps there too. It's like, it's hard to put in words what I want to say. Basically, my concern is that the surgery, that taking out the tumor of me, changes me. Yes, that's my concern. Not like I'm gonna be a complete different person, or I don't know anymore who I was. No, I don't believe that. I will still have my memory and all that, if they don't mess something up. But that it changes me, like, for example, let's say my smell sense goes to normal, like normal people. I mean, that would be great, wouldn't it? Because it's really fucking annoying when you're so sensitive to smells. And as I said, it's not just like, oh, it's a bad smell. It's really, I go crazy. I can't handle it. But in another way, that's me. That's who I am now. And it's like, so I feel like if I don't have that sensitivity anymore, then I'm not myself. Or, you know, it's so hard to explain. It's like really, yeah. Sorry, I don't know. It just feels like it's not me anymore. And no, look, that tumor needs to get out. It has to go now. But for a very long time, it was a part of me, right? It's kind of, I'm parting with something that was me. Well, the tumor is not me, but, well, I don't know. So, and there, another example, for example, I think you call it asexual. I'm asexual since, oh my gosh, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now. So quite a while, yeah. And the pituitary gland, as a pituitary gland tumor, it says with loss of sex drive. I mean, with the hormones and stuff, that would make totally sense, because I haven't been asexual my entire life. Hell no. I have my stories, believe me. But since I'm asexual, my life is so much easier. It's like, I love it. So now maybe you think about, don't you need love? Of course I need love, but love is not intimacy, it's not sex, and I get lots of love from my people, from family and friends, people around me. And also I have touch issues, don't touch me. Also hugs, no. So you see, I don't need, for me it's not, well, even a hug, I know that can give you lots of love, and is very important and good feeling for people. But me, I don't even need that. I get a lot of love, and I feel it, but I don't know, maybe just in different ways. So with that, yeah, oh, I hope I don't get the hiccups now. It's also something, when I have the hiccups, it's not that funny, because it actually is hurting then and causes me problems. But anyways, I think it was just one. I'm lucky. So I'm very worried that after my tumor is out and my hormones are regulated again and all good, my sex drive comes back. And I don't want that. I really don't. Because, as I said, life is so much easier like that. And I love it like that. And so this is really stuff that worries me. And also with the touch issues, like, yeah, it would be great if I'm not that crazy touch issues sensitive. But also that's like me. That's how I know again, touch issues. That actually started like in my early 20s, I think. But not my entire life. So it's not like something I was born with. But now that's so me. So if I suddenly be okay with, or if I'm suddenly like totally the opposite, like hugging everyone and touching, it's like, who am I? Yeah, so someone is just calling me right now, but it's still filming, so I hope. Well, anyways, I think I'm done here now anyways. No, it's a long video because it's thinking, eating, just getting stuff off my chest. My therapy session. Yeah, so the wind is picking up. I'm looking forward for surgery. I really do, because it needs to happen. Right now I have a really good day, but depression is also something, and depression comes out of nowhere. It's when my hormone changes, and then suddenly it's gone. Really, suddenly. I remember last time I was sitting on the couch like 4 a.m. so depressed. I'm good. Really. I'm not kidding. It was really from 1 second, like I woke up, yeah, that was really weird. So this, of course, I hope will also be gone. But so yeah, I'm looking forward for that surgery. It needs to happen. I want it to happen. I'm so happy that I can do that. But yeah, I'm also really scared, afraid. After, like, who will I be? Or like, no, I'm still gonna be myself, but anyways. So, for sure, after surgery, I'm gonna, I'm gonna recover. And then I will let you know who I am then, who I will be, who I become, who I became. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Maybe if you did listen, if anyone listened, whoever, whatever. Okay. See you guys next time. Bye.